Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the 212A, the Tier 9 Soviet SPG. This one's located on the north spawn of Redshire Encounter. Or is it Redshire Assault? No, I think it's Redshire Assault, actually. And it's under the command of Angelina75. That caught me out completely, that one, because it's the mini-map. I was looking at that and thinking, no, that's not in the usual place for the cap. Yes, this is an assault game. You don't see them that often on Redshire, at least I've never seen them on Redshire before, so yes, that's why it caught me. But there are a few places you can hide in a 212A and get shots on the enemy without getting spotted. Okay, Angelina's loaded, ready to go. Just got to find the enemy to hit. Now, as it's an assault game, the defending team have actually are still grouped together. So she's looking for targets as they're moving into firing positions. And the enemy Arty's been spotted. It's a batch at 155.55. And that will have landed next to him. Now, seeing as she's on the attack team, she's got 10 minutes to either capture the cap or kill all the enemy tanks. And some of those enemy tanks are coming down the north end of the map. So I think she's making the right choice to actually move a bit further south, get to the south of the Zeppelin, and then she might be able to get some shots. So it's only a 10-minute game. Okay, she hasn't... That's better. She's aiming now. Okay, so Char Future 4, French Tier 9 with an autoloader. He's moving about a lot. Ah, she got him anyway. 321 from the splash. Now, as you know, the 212A with the big gun's got 900 alpha, and it will penetrate through 58mm of armor, 52mm of armor. Standard reload is 37.39 seconds, and I'm pretty sure that Angelina's got something like 30 seconds. 30.11. Rounds out the E75. That was a direct hit on him. Okay, we seem to be probing them at the moment. A couple of enemy tanks nearby their cap. A few of our guys have gone in for the direct approach. We can also see there's one enemy tank sitting inside the castle grounds. A BK-4502 rounds out the 52P. Just misses him, but splashes the T-69. And the 50TP goes down, so she picks up the stun to stop him. And there goes the 69. So it's working out okay for us so far, but there's only 6 minutes 50 seconds left on the clock. She's almost loaded, and I think that Char Future 4 is still in that wood at that precise position. So if she fires straight away, she should be able to hit him. Okay, she's had that shot. She'll have to wait to see if that actually did connect, but I think it would have been very close to that Char Future. And he didn't seem to be budging at all. Okay, there's no threat to Angelina at the moment, but she's actually moving further south to try and get better angles on the enemy. Of course, the danger is that she might get spotted by the enemy. Our team are now making their way up from the south end of the map. They've actually found no enemy, or the enemy they did find has been wiped out. And now we've got that 4502 that we were seeing earlier in the game. Rounds out. Yep. That one landed just inside the gates. She did get some splash, 254. And she got some stun. She's picking up stun assist, so it worked out okay. When you get somebody being a bit cheeky like that, they're using the castle grounds as armor or cover, and then they're just shooting into the cap area if anyone tries to get close to it. and can duck back into cover when they need to. But of course, that's the great thing about Arty, is that we can plant those rounds in even from above. Well, it didn't kill him, but it was close. Only 31 hit points left on that BK, so he's a one-shot. And if Angelina fires at him again, he'll probably expire. There's the Char Future 4 that she was hitting earlier in the game, and yes, he has lost a fair amount of hit points, but unfortunately, we are still losing tanks. But the score's even at the moment. Now, that 257 is trying to get the better of our Carnarvon, and he's taken a big hit, and Angelina does one on 257 as well, stuns him, which will slow his reload down, gives the Carnarvon a chance to get behind that wreck and still keep pumping those rounds in. I think the Carnarvon is going to go down though to the 257. Yeah, he's sitting inside the cap area. No, the Carnarvon managed to get away. He managed to get over the other side of the ridgeline. And now Angelina's going to get another chance. And she takes another 72 hit points out of him. Tracks him on both tracks. And he's gone. So she got the damage assist off that one. But we are one down on the enemy. We've got a couple of players who really aren't participating, such as the SC-130 PM. And, well, it's getting a bit close. We've got one player who's really surrounded. Unfortunately, it's the T-55A. It's just extending the aim. There's the T-55As having a difficult job with that Vipera. And unfortunately, the Char Future 4 that Angelina was firing at earlier in the game managed to get the kill shot. And Angelina's shell went where he was, not where he is. So there's only 4 left on Angelina's team, and they've only got 3 minutes and 10 seconds left until the time runs out. Remember, this is for the contest for the weekend lie-in on Sunday morning. Whoever loses has to get up and chase after Remy and turn off all the light switches that he switches on and clear up all his toys when he pulls them out. Whoever gets the win, they get to lie in and enjoy Sunday morning as it should be enjoyed, having a lie in and just generally relaxing. It's a fairly good cause, and it's definitely worthwhile. And of course, we get to see their contest to see how well they do. That 4502 is about to expire. Rounds out. Direct hit. He's out the game. Funnily enough, that's Angelina's first kill of the game. It probably won't be her last though, if things are going the way they are. Unfortunately, we've got 2 enemy tanks heading this direction, and that SU-130 PM now is having to work for his money. Angelina's wondering about where she's going to aim next. There's the Shrek. It's coming this way rather rapidly. Direct hit sorts him out, but it did get us spotted. And he's more than likely going to return the favour, and the first shell hits us and it ruptures the fuel tank, which means that she's now susceptible to a fire. He misses the second shot though, and that allows our SU-130 PM to get round the corner. But the Vipera is now one shot, or rather the Shrek is a one shot, not Vipera. Now, I think she's going to hold this position, and if he comes up here, she'll get a shot. Actually, I think she can pull back just a little and shoot over the ridgeline. Don't go around the corner. Don't go around the corner, because he will see that, and then he'll say, okay. She fires around. Oh my god, she did get a kill. She got a blind kill. We've had the last minute hooter. But Angelina did get a kill there, and now she's the only player alive with more than 1 kill. Unfortunately though, not enough seconds left to kill all the enemy tanks. She might be able to get this guy in the E75 TS if she can get a direct hit. Come on, Angelina, you can do it. She's loaded. Grabs out. Yes, she got him! 3 kills. And the SU-130PM was happy, but I don't think we're going to win the game. I don't think it's possible now. The SU-130PM thanks Angelina, but she was spotted and she's just been hit by an HE round from an M46 Patton who thought he could get the kill if he used HE. And note, this tank is actually made from a KV-220, so it's a heavy tank in disguise, and I'm afraid it is a loss. So here's the end of battle results from that one, and it was the second class tanker for Angelina75 in the 212A, and that definitely puts her in the lead. She also got a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, she got 12 in this one, and she got a Stark's medal as well because she killed at least 2 enemy tanks, managed to lose 2/3 of her hit points, and she got hit by the enemy at least twice during that game. In fact, she got hit twice. Yes, she got hit by the Patton and also by the Shrek. So congratulations on getting the Stark's medal, and a nice win 8 as well, 2,621. So that sets the limit at the moment of a second class and also an epic medal, because that is an epic medal, the Stark's medal. They are difficult to get. And so Angelina is very much in the lead. So we've got a second replay. That's come in from talon1958. So let's have a look at that one now. After we've seen the rest of the details, let's have a look at the team score. Okay, well, the top scorer in the game was that T55A. He was a very good player because he got a high caliber for 7,076 hit points. A very high score. The next highest player in the game was the Char Future 4 on the enemy team who killed him. Got 3,632. And the next one after that was the SU-130PM Angelina saved. He had 3,615 hit points. Angelina was a little way down the table with 2,500. There were 3 enemy players that actually got better than her and 2 on her own team, which puts her in 6th place overall on damage. When it came to kills, though, she was actually the joint 2nd place because the highest place was the Vipera. I think that's one of the Viperas. Because he managed to get 4 kills on the enemy team. The second high place was the T55A, got the high caliber. Angelina got 3 as well, and so did the Char Future 4 on the enemy team. And when it came to 3rd place, it's the Barask with just 2. When it came to base XP, it's the enemy team who comes out on top in this one because they lost the game, unfortunately. The enemy team won. Because their cap wasn't captured and they didn't get their entire team killed. 956 base experience points went to the Vipera. 862 went to the Char Future 4. 857 went to the M46 Patton that fired at Angelina. In fact, we can see on this that there was only 2 enemy vehicles left at the end of that game, surprisingly. So it was possible they might have been able to get it because with Angelina, they actually had 3 left on their team, but unfortunately just weren't able to get to the enemy and kill them off fast enough. So there you go. Let's have a look at detail. 14 shots fired, 6 direct hits on the enemy, no penetrations but 16 splash. Damage of 2,500, all of it at more than 300 meters. She received 2 hits, one of which was a penetration, one was a splash. That was the HE round from the M46 Patton. The penetration shot was from the Shrek. 8 enemy vehicles were damaged, 3 were killed, so you can see she missed out on getting a Confederate because she got 1 more kill than she actually needed. But it's still a good result. 375 hit points of damage assistance and 1,302 of stun assist off 12 stuns. She earned 24,565 credits for the battle on a free-to-play account, 55,000 for completing a mission, 3,672 for courageous resistance. That's because she got an epic medal in a losing or drawn game. It was a losing game. 83,237 credits altogether, and after repair and ammunition resupply, she took away 46,700 credits profit. 546 base XP, 342 for courageous resistance, took away 888 experience points altogether. So a very good result for Angelina. Let's have a look and see if Talon can actually beat her in his game. And on the second replay, we've got talon1958, and he's on the Eastbourne of Studzianki in the GW Panther. Let's see how he gets on in this one. Okay. Well, it's decided he's going to go behind the bushes, which is quite normal. And he's headed south as well. Does give you protection from the enemy. They're actually coming up from the north, if they ever do. But there's quite a few of our guys actually ended up in the north area. And Talon's now looking in the center of the map because an M4190, the Black Dog, has decided to go in there. He's in a tier 8 game with tier 7 Arty. Well, that was interesting. Don't think he got any damage on the Black Dog, to be honest. But he's now aiming for the Chappie. There's tier 6 tanks in this game, and I think that was the Super Chappie. Okay, there's the Black Dog again. He's taking a bit of a risk going up there. Oh! Oh, unfortunately, Talon fired just a little bit late to actually get some damage. But the shell probably would have hit the Black Dog as he went by. It certainly looks as if he aimed it correctly. Well, somebody's already very disappointed. The heavy tank number 6 is saying, well, yes, he's very discouraged that they're going to win. Well, the Super Chappie took a hit there to the side, some splash, 86 hit points, not a huge amount, but it is some damage at last. Okay, well, we're looking over the other side. No, and that SMV7X seems to have gone to a nice position to avoid any further damage, but, well, Talon fired something in to actually get some stun. Unfortunately, we don't hold the riverbed at the moment, so we can't shoot at that guy. In fact, there's an AMX1357 in there already, blocking our guys from moving in. Well, at least he's not blocking, but he is certainly discouraging anyone going in that direction. Talon, meanwhile, has decided to have a quick look at that wood. He's got no shot on the T-34. Well, the good news is our AMX1375 has now occupied the copse right at the north of the map. And that means he will have shots on the enemy. Looking south. Got a Porlac tank. We're almost fully dialed in. Rounds out, looks good. Yes! Direct hit on him for 193. Well, the enemy seems to be accumulating directly behind the church, which makes me think that they're going to try and push. Unfortunately, Talon can get a shot behind into that gap at the moment. He's got a red line. So something's blocking his flight path. Some building, I think. He's decided to go the other side, see if he can get the Super Jumbo, who's just taken a fair bit of damage. There's no shot in that KV-3. Looking up the other end, that SMV7X is stopping our guys moving any further west. And yes, he's still firing at our teammates, so we might need to do something about that. In the meanwhile, we lost the AMX1375 up in the North Copse, and the enemy does have a tank over that side. Oh, that was a direct hit on the Strib. The Strib M4257 just took a direct hit on him. He's got thin armor, because after all, he is just basically an M42, which is actually a tier, if I remember correctly, it's tier 5 Swedish medium. I may be wrong. It might be a tier 4 Swedish medium, but it's very thin armor. So he probably took a big hit. The alpha from this Arty is 600 with a 15cm gun. It's got 39mm of pen, so that's more than enough to go through a Strib 4257. And 25.89 seconds on the reload, but Talon's got it down to 20 0.97. Just trying to decide where he should line himself up. He's now looking back towards the church. You can see those tanks lined up there. They've lost one in the meanwhile. He's having another look to the north. SMVCC56 has come round the corner, and he's now trying to get an R-Type 59. If we put a round in there, that's really going to hurt him, because now the Type 59 will be able to take advantage of him. In the meantime, the T-34 has come round the corner. And remember, he's got a 120mm gun, 400 Alpha. Our guys really need to hammer him whilst he's trying to do that. And I think Talon's going to put a round in there, see if he can pick up some stun assists. Rounds out. It lands in front of him. It doesn't actually do any damage because it hits the rubble, but the good news is he did get stunned, so we might get some stun assist off that. Oh, the enemy Arty worked out where we are. Yep, he was looking in this general direction. He just managed to land around near us to actually get 63 hit points of splash. So Talon needs to move away from here because there's 3 enemy Arty, and if they all fire in the same direction, he's going to be in trouble. Okay, so he's managed to get away with only a tiny bit of damage. He did get at least 1 hit on the enemy. He managed to inflict some damage towards the trench, and that was a good shot on the AMX-1357. He was unloading his shells, and I think he didn't get killed, but he's still very badly injured. We're hearing some damage going on there, and in fact, actually, the tank destroyer on our team is actually moving behind us. We've got nobody down at this corner now, and the 1357 took another big hit. And he did get wiped out by our M44. Talon's gone back to the T-34, who came around the other side. He's now trying to get at the Type 59. Well, he's got the Type 59 down to a 1-shot, but that's a nice hit on the T-34, and that makes him a 1-shot instead. And he just took another hit. I think that was from the M44, and he's out the game. So we did save the Type 59 for a short while, and then he got wiped out by the T-34, and then we got the T-34 in revenge. In fact, actually, it was the Super Hellcat who actually took the kill. We're 3 down on the enemy, so not good in that sense. All we've got is 2 RTs, 2 tank destroyers, and a medium. The enemy team, well, unfortunately, they've still got 8. And Talon's moving way north. Almost towards the enemy, you might say, but in actual fact there's a logic to what he's doing, because if he can get right into the corner of the map, he might be able to get shots on those enemy and really put them off. Okay, we've got this T25AT. He's only suffered minor damage so far, but Talon's going to put an accurate hit into him. No, it went long. RNG was not good to him there. He's trying to keep those bushes between him and the enemy, and although he knocked the tree down, which kind of gives his position away to the enemy Arty, he's still going to hold this position, mainly because if he tries to go south, the enemy's going to get him. In fact, there's a enemy tank coming towards him right now. I didn't see which one it was. It's the mediums. I think it was an M4A3E2, and oh, the Striv M42's trying to get revenge. He's just fired 175mm round. I think he's in reload. That's why he didn't fire any more. Oh, Amarak. The kill shot came from the T25AT, and Talon is now out of the game, and it does look as if this one's going to be a loss. Yep, we just lost the Skoda T25, and there's only one left. And that's the Super Hellcat, and I don't think he's going to last very long, even though he's right in the corner. He might get this 122 TM. No, he didn't. He hit the armor, so he's a dead duck now. He's going to get a 122mm round, and here comes the Arty rounds. Well, the 122 TM let him get 2 shots in. And he made one of them count, but then he got taken out in the end by that Shure MV7X, and the game is over. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was a first-class tanker for talon1958 in the GW Panther. He also got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he managed to get 7. And he got a Confederate as well, which means that he hit more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. And even though it's a losing game, his win rate was still high, 1,625, because he was hitting quite a few of the enemy. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, we can see that he actually didn't get the highest damage in the game. That actually went to the SMVCC56, I think it was. It was actually doing 2,539 hit points, and I think that's because the team let him sit there in the center, shooting at our guys down south, and that's why he managed to get so much damage on them that they eventually folded, and they just managed to roll over everyone. The second highest damage went to the Super Hellcat, who did get the kill on T-34, but yes, even he got killed right at the very end of the game. Talon actually managed to pick up the 4th highest damage, I think it was, or was it 5th? 5th, because the KV3 on the enemy team and the AMX1357 both managed to get more hit points than he did, but only the Super Hellcat did on his own team. So yes, 5th place overall on damage was 1,700. When it came to kills, though, it was the Super Hellcat who did the best with 4 kills. 3 kills went to the Sherman Jumbo, or the M4 Jumbo, the A3E2, and 2 kills went to the Type 59, one of the Italian tank destroyers, the one that got the most damage, the KV3, the 122TM. I'm afraid Talon didn't get any kills, but that actually did help him to actually get the Confederates, so I don't think he'll be too annoyed at that. And when it came to base XP, he's top of the table on his own team, but the winners on this one were the AMX1357, who was allowed to basically blast away with his little light tank and got 1,100 base for him. So he was really using his light tank very well. The second highest was the Italian tank destroyer as well, with the SMVCC, who got 871, and 860 went to the KV3. So Talon only got 579, which puts him way down the table. He fired 14 rounds, got 6 direct hits on the enemy, 0 penetrations, and 12 splash. Damage of 1,700 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. He damaged or received 3 hits from the enemy, unfortunately, and that was enough to kill him. He also received 1 hit by way of splash. That was from the enemy M44, worked out where he was, put around nearby him, which actually splashed him, didn't actually hit him directly. If it had hit him directly, he would have been out of the game straight away. But it was the Striv M4257 that was getting shots from the cops, as well as the T25AT, who finally did actually kill him. And they were firing rounds in his direction. He had to head north. If he had actually tried to go for the corner, which is what the Super Hellcat did eventually, I'm pretty sure the guys in the cops would have spotted him as he was going over there. So he probably stopped in the right place, but unfortunately he just couldn't move anywhere else. He couldn't go south because there was enemy tanks there, and he couldn't travel north because he gets spotted. So 8 enemy vehicles damaged, none killed, but 1,883 hit points of stun assist off 12 stuns. He earned, I should say, 40,916 credits in battle, 5,355 for courageous resistance for getting the Confederate in a losing or drawn game, 46,271 credits altogether, and after repair and ammunition resupply, he still made a profit of 24,866 credits. 868 XP, 504 for courageous resistance, took away 1,372 experience points altogether. Now, he says go down fighting. Well, he certainly did. The thing is that he's actually scored better than Angelina. Yes, I think if you recall, Angelina's last battle, she actually got less than this. I'll just bring it up right now. Here we see Angelina, and she managed to get a second-class tanker, a Bruiser medal, and a Starks medal. So she got a medal, she got something with her second class, but Talon managed to get a first class, a Bruiser, and a Confederate. So Talon's actually beaten Angelina, even though Angelina did get a higher win rate in her game. So I think that puts Talon in the lead for this weekend. So I think Angelina's now going to have to come out and get another game. And she has sent us in another replay. So we'll do another video and see if she manages to beat Talon this time round. I hope you enjoyed that battle. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.